Kelly Andrade, a 25-year-old au pair from Colombia, moved to the United States to pursue her dreams of learning English and experiencing American culture. Little did she know, her dream would turn into a nightmare. Kelly had been hired through Cultural Care Au Pair, an organization that places young people in American homes to help with child care, giving them the opportunity to study and immerse themselves in a new culture. Excited about this new chapter in her life, Kelly found herself working for Michael Esposito and his family in Staten Island, New York. But hey, before we dive into the story, do yourself a favor and pause the video right now. Go hit that like button and let's see if we can make this video reach 1,000 likes. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to your favorite story channel. Also, make sure to ring the notification bell so you never miss out on the latest and weirdest stories. Trust us, you won't want to miss what's coming your way. Now sit back, relax, and prepare to be amazed as we take you on an unforgettable ride. Don't forget to engage with us in the comments below. We love hearing from you. Without further ado, let's dive right in. Esposito, a 35-year-old businessman who owned several La Rosa Grill franchises, welcomed Kelly into his home, where she would live and work as a nanny for his 4 children. At first, everything seemed normal. Kelly was excited about the opportunity and the family seemed warm and welcoming. However, things took a terrifying turn when Kelly discovered something that no one should ever have to face. After living with the family for several weeks, Kelly started noticing something strange in her room. There was a device that, at first glance, seemed ordinary, but something about it made her suspicious. She decided to take a closer look, and what she found would change her life forever. Inside the device, Kelly discovered a hidden camera, one that had been secretly recording her in the most private moments of her life. As she inspected the memory card inside the camera, she was horrified to find hundreds of clips of herself undressing, getting dressed, and even while she was nude. The realization hit her like a ton of bricks. Someone had been spying on her, violating her trust and privacy in the most unimaginable way. Fearing for her safety, Kelly acted quickly. She knew that the person behind this disgusting invasion of privacy would not react well to her discovery. When she heard Michael Esposito arriving home, she panicked. The fear of what he might do to her consumed her thoughts. She described how, in a desperate attempt to protect herself, she escaped through the window of the home, fleeing from the man who had shattered her sense of security. As she made her escape, the situation became even more dire. Esposito, realizing that Kelly had discovered his secret, reportedly tried to break down the door to her room, filled with panic and anger. Kelly's heart raced as she scrambled to get away, knowing that she needed to act fast to avoid any further danger. Soon after her escape, Kelly contacted the authorities and the police were called to investigate. What they found was shocking. The memory card contained hundreds of recordings of Kelly in her most vulnerable moments, all captured without her knowledge or consent. It was a chilling discovery that left Kelly feeling violated and betrayed. Esposito was arrested and charged with illegal surveillance, a crime that carries a maximum sentence of 4 years in prison. However, to Kelly's dismay, Esposito managed to avoid a harsher sentence. Instead, he was sentenced to 2 years of probation and ordered to attend counseling. For Kelly, this punishment felt like a slap on the wrist, a minimal consequence for the emotional and psychological damage she had suffered. She voiced her anger and frustration, feeling that the legal system had failed her in bringing justice to the man who had caused her so much pain. But the fight for justice didn't end there. Kelly decided to file a lawsuit against Esposito and his wife, Danielle, who she believed had a role in the trauma she endured. The lawsuit detailed the emotional distress Kelly suffered and the lasting impact the experience had on her life. She described how she had spent countless hours training for her au pair role, only to have her life turned upside down by this horrifying invasion of privacy. In court, Kelly shared how thrilled she had been to come to America, not just for the work opportunity, but also for the chance to learn English and experience a new culture. She had been so excited about this opportunity. But now, all of that joy had been replaced with pain and fear. As the trial unfolded, more details emerged about the extent of Esposito's actions. The jury was shown evidence of the hundreds of recordings that Esposito had captured using the hidden camera. The sheer volume of footage highlighted the depth of his deceit, leaving the jury and those in the courtroom stunned by the level of violation Kelly had endured. After hearing the evidence and Kelly's heart-wrenching testimony, the jury reached a decision that would bring some relief to Kelly. The Manhattan jury awarded her $780,000 in emotional distress damages from both Michael and Danielle Esposito, recognizing the immense suffering she had experienced. Additionally, the jury awarded her $2 million in punitive damages against Michael Esposito, a sum that served as a statement against the vile actions he had committed. The verdict was a victory for Kelly, but the emotional toll of the ordeal was far from over. Speaking to the press after the trial, Kelly expressed mixed feelings. While she was relieved to have won the case, she felt that no amount of money could truly compensate for the trauma she had been through. She described the damage as irreversible, and while she appreciated the jury's decision, she still harbored anger at the fact that Esposito was allowed to walk free with only probation and counseling. Reflecting on the experience, Kelly shared how this horrific ordeal had cast a dark shadow over her time in the U.S., an experience that was supposed to be filled with excitement and opportunity. Instead of learning a new language and immersing herself in American culture, she'd been forced to fight for her dignity and sense of safety. The emotional scars from this violation would stay with her for a long time, a constant reminder of the betrayal she had suffered at the hands of someone she had trusted. Despite everything, Kelly's resilience shone through. She refused to let this incident define her, and she continued to push forward, determined to reclaim her sense of self and her dreams. She hoped that her story would serve as a warning to others and perhaps even inspire other victims of privacy violations to speak out and seek justice. As for Michael Esposito, his reputation was tarnished, his actions forever etched into the public record. The once successful businessman now carried the weight of his heinous actions, and while he had managed to avoid jail time, the consequences of his choices would follow him for the rest of his life. Kelly's story is a powerful reminder of the importance of privacy and the devastating impact that its violation can have on a person's life. It is also a testament to the strength of survivors who, despite the odds, continue to fight for justice and refuse to be silenced by fear.